Morning, Chairman, Commissioners. It is our honor and pleasure to be here this morning to talk to you about something we're extremely excited about. But before I begin, I want to introduce a couple of folks who were kind enough to take time out and join me this morning in this presentation. To my left is Mary Marks, who is the Executive Director of the Cultural Center at Ponte Vedra Beach. And to my right is the Honorable Mayor of St. Augustine Beach, Mr. Edward George. So I'm grateful for both of these guys for taking time out of their busy day. Well, there we are. I hope I get this right. What we're here today to talk to you about this morning is the Cultural Arts Center at St. Augustine Beaches. I think all of you are aware this facility is the first real project for the St. John's Cultural Council. The mission really of the facility is to, as the tagline says on the bottom, to create places for our children to create and building our future one child at a time. So, okay, so then how do I actually, if we can go forward. The facility, as you can see here, is being restored from the original St. Augustine Hotel, built in the 1930s as a WPA project. We have wonderfully adopted this facility from the city of St. Augustine Beach 5 years ago. We've been in a long-term capital campaign, and the facility is about to change from the old beautiful hotel to this wonderful Cultural Arts Center. The building will be roughly 18,000 square feet, 2 stories. It will be a combination of a world-class dance studio, which has already been in place, and you'll see that in a second. And at the same time, it will be a teaching center for children for after school and summer programs, as well as serving seniors and local community folks during the day when the kids are in school, as well as the Cultural Council's home for all of our outreach programs. So before I go on, I want to talk about and turn it over to Mary for a minute to talk about the importance of arts relative to children and how it can absolutely change and save lives. So if you'd put the next slide up, please.
Good morning. As you can see from this slide, there's some lists of the community need. And I'd like to reiterate for this facility, with an emphasis on children, that the purpose is not to create good artists, but it's to create good citizens. And while the facility will provide a safe, accessible space for a great number of St. Augustine area children, the facility also has implications for the entire county. As the base for the Cultural Council to serve as the local arts agency for the entire county, the Cultural Council will be able to partner with schools, rec centers, and other places where children gather throughout the entire county, much in the way that the Cultural Center in Ponte Vedra Beach has been able to partner with schools from Mayport to Julington Creek. So I think that that's something that's very important, and to understand that right now there is a need in terms of summer and after-school programs being full, and there's also a real need in terms of public safety for safe and accessible after-school activities. If I could have the next slide. Some of the benefits here, and I won't read through them all, but as you can see, research shows that children who participate in the arts are more successful in school and often score up to 100 points higher on the SATs than those that do not. There's some other education benefits that you can see from the arts, but equally as important from a public safety perspective is that the arts in the non-school hours offer the supports that are critical for healthy development in the gap hours, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., the time when kids are least likely to be supervised by an adult and most likely to participate in or become a victim of risky or illegal behaviors. So again, this facility will become the base whereby multiple after-school programs and partnerships can be replicated throughout the county.